Madden football is the home of Super Bowl 57. And this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Browns and the Bucs. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Cleveland Browns taking on the champions from the NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brandon Garden alongside Charles Davis. CD, all eyes on the AFC champs. A lot of folks out there in Ohio have waited a long time for this night. What a story. The Cleveland Browns, their first Super Bowl appearance ever.
It's a franchise and a fan base that's certainly been through a lot. Losing seasons, plenty of drama, a lot of failed expectations. At one point, they were winning plenty of titles in the NFL, but you have to go back to 1964 for their last one. Pre-Super Bowl era, when they beat the Baltimore Colts 27-0.
Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, it's just absolutely astonishing that they'd be back a second time in 3 years. Tom Brady at it again, 3 seasons in Tampa, 2 Super Bowl appearances, and I think we can officially say the decision to unretire, probably a pretty good one.
Brandon, he must have really been invigorated by those 40 days he was retired. I think you and I need to try that as well. Amazing how one guy can completely change the culture and path of an entire franchise. But let's be clear, this has been a team effort.
Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
A chance for the first points of this Super Bowl. It's 1st and goal. Chubb is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And no return here for Wright. It'll be a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. That throw by Brady incomplete.
Everyone rolls into the Super Bowl saying, hey, I'm confident, I'll just do what I did before. But let's face it, you got to be wary of the jitters going into a big game like this. Super Bowl's unlike any other game you're going to play.
And now he's starting out 0 for 2. We'll see if he can rebound. Ground. This is Leonard Fournette. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed, and he saw that his team was good. If he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On play action, now Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Shotgun now for Brady.
They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On second down, here's Fournette. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. To throw is Brady. This is caught by Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Mike Evans with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others.
And the Bucs are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7.
Extra point put through by Succa, and we are tied at 7.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Finding Evans here, going across the middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
14 yards. Complete to Brown. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
1 quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. 7-all is the score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 10. Now Brady. And this will be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
The Bucs on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Brady. He completes it to Evans. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is really fooling around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Fires Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Brady. And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. He'll return it from the 6. 13 yards, the tally on the return there. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now?
Oh, Chubb fumbled it. They find some open field here. He's at the 40, the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. So that's about as fortuitous of a bounce as you're going to find as it's scooped. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Second and short now following the fumble. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Here's Watson. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he is going to have the Browns first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Watson on first down. That'll be complete to Breida. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Watson now to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Faking the give. Now Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of it, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On play action, it's Brady. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl. The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. Back to throw here. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. Would have momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
A shotgun give to Fournette. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Brady going to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Brady, he'll check this one off to Fournette. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I thought he did a nice job there of reading the coverage and realizing he didn't have anything downfield. So what quarterback doesn't love having a running back who's a terrific safety valve that he can dump the ball off to and turn it into a big hitter anyway?
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now this time, Brady will throw. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Succop's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll have time for 1 play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Now here's Suck about to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made up the errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 44 yards. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
On 1st and 10, Watson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Up the gut, Fournette. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Fournette once more on 2nd down. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Brady now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Succop's kick is good. And now it's a two-score game at 9, 16-7. So that one is his third of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Watson. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long.
Back to throw.
And that is incomplete. Boy, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
The Browns send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll run it again with Fournette.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From midfield, here's Brady. Evans has it left side. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26. 23 yards to pick up there.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Inside handoff now to Fournette. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19.
43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
On the draw, this is Fournette. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Fournette on the counter. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
Just 1 more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 57 from
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Again, it's Fournette. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Fournette hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and I think the Browns got it. They did.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. The Browns drive about to get started. And we're at the time in the Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Second and 5 now. Watson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. That ends up pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. What a moment for him, a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I
remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that would pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately, I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick six, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick six in the Super Bowl. The Browns' drive about to get started. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi Trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Watson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
It's a gain of 20. And the Browns have first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a first down throw, Watson. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Levante David. And now look at him go. The 40, the 30, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2. And instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the true rally.
Exactly. And getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a 2-score lead, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. And the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive, 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 66 yards rushing now as he's done it on 22 carries.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, You might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. After the penalty, it's Fournette across the 30 to the 31-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's a give to Fournette. Room here to run. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette punching it in from a yard away. And the Buccaneers are feeling good as they extend their lead in the Super Bowl. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that will make this a 19-point game. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. Clock management, definitely. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. On 1st down, Watson. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive. The 2 incompletions since. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he is going to be out of bounds a couple of yards short of the marker. And they will fail to convert here on 4th down. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have won the Super Bowl, and they will hoist the Lombardi Trophy to cap an amazing season. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.